It's giving beginner content creator. Hey, testing. Welcome to my office. Do you know when people talk about like the color of coffee? I feel like this is the perfect color. So I really wanted to take you along with me while I not only reorganize these shelves or this one big shelf, but also I have just got myself a second one. So I'm gonna like redo this whole room, this whole setup, and I'm fully moving these shelves to this other wall that you can't see. Slay. But my idea is to kind of move this so it's along that wall that the bookshelf is on, and then the bookshelves are gonna go on this wall, which I feel like is a good idea. No longer look like a ghost. Why am I out of breath? Like, actually, like, get a grip on reality. The bookshelves will be here, so when I like film stuff in the future, I can sit in front of the bookshelves, be in front of the bookshelves, and then the bed can kind of be like a little reading nook. Like, I want to make it eventually, like, get new cushions and things for it to make it like actually look good instead of like whatever this is. I'm gonna input my little vlog here, footage from when I went to IKEA, or as I call it, IKEA, this morning, so you can get a little BTS. It's giving VR cart slay. There she is. I just need to like take everything off. I think I'm gonna take everything off and put it on the floor and on my windowsill. Which I've kind of started doing already. All of this beautiful set. Do you ever just like see these colors and then automatically think Avatar? So cue the montage of the book organization. So we've moved the bookshelves. So now that bed I showed you earlier is along this wall. So the bookshelves literally used to be right there, but now they're not.
So don't worry about it proper now.
It's looking good though. We're looking good. Whoa. So I'm happy to say that my new shelf is up, and I've already put some books here. If you can tell by the color, they're in the wrong order, but we've made a start, which is good. Books are kind of all laid out here, and I have a bunch of other stuff. You can't really see, there's a box here of other stuff I need to organize. It's turning out to be like a bit of a bigger job than I imagined, but because I'm kind of also decluttering at the same time. I'm very happy with the progress I've made the last 2 days, and that the shelf is all set up thanks to my husband helping me, and that I've decluttered loads in this room. So yeah, stay tuned for the next part. I'm going to take you with me as I decorate. I also want to share like a little bit of a book wish list. Not that you can really tell by the pile of books there, but I have more shelf space than I have books, which is a nice problem to have. but I know I plan on buying books. I do read a lot on my Kindle, and there are some really good books I've read on my Kindle that I would love to own. So that's also what I'm gonna talk about next time. So stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to my empty shelves. So before we fill these lovely shelves, I wanted to share my book wish list. Let's go. First thing on the list is a trilogy that I used to own, and I'm so annoyed at myself for unhauling it. I was kind of over it, and then I got back into it. So, to explain, the Hunger Games trilogy. I read these books when I was younger, and when I moved out of my parents' house, I got rid of them because I was like, ain't no way I'm reading these again. And then last year, I fell back into the Hunger Games world head first with Sunrise on the Reaping, and then I also went back and read A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So those two I own, but I would love to do a reread, and in order to do a reread, I would love to buy these books and to own them again. And I really wish I hadn't gotten rid of them, because I think I really think the OG covers are really cool, so I'm kind of like, why didn't I keep them? But it is what it is. Next on this list is an author that I read kind of when I started my reading journey back in, I want to say 2023, like when I really got back into reading, and that is Ashley Poston. The two books that I would love to get, that I do not own, that I both times read from my library, but would love to reread, is 7 Year Slip and A Novel Love Story. I also read Dead Romantics, but it wasn't my fave, so I don't think I would buy that one. But the other two I would love to get, and I already have her most recent release, so it'd be nice to kind of have them together, and I think they're quite cute covers, so slay. I am a big Sarah J. Maas fan, and I own all of the, I own ACOTAR, which was like the first book series I kind of got into when I started my fantasy journey. And then I am currently making my way through Throne of Glass. I am on Air of Fire right now, so I don't have long. But that relates to just the Sarah J. Maas universe. Is on my 2026 TBR is the Crescent City series. So as far as, hopefully I've got this right, 3 different books, and they are big, chunky, beautiful books. I would love to own that one and to have it all together, to be able to have one part of a shelf that is all Sarah J. Maas and that universe. A book series that I really enjoyed in 2025 that was just a silly little goofy time, sports romance, interconnected, found family, all the buzzwords, you get it, is the DC Star series. I really loved this, and this was a series I kept coming back to in between my bigger fantasy reads last year. And I read them all on Kindle because they're on Kindle Unlimited, so it feels like they're free. But obviously, like, I have a subscription, whatever, it's not that deep. But I would love to own them because I want the trophies, and I want to show that I read them and I didn't just make it up. Is the progress we have made, which I am super super happy about. Yes, there is a lot of blank space. I have a whole other stack of books, probably about another shelf's worth on my TBR cart. And I have other books in various places around the house that I'm also going to use to fill this. But like I said, that's why I got these shelves, so I could grow into them. And maybe it's like not the most aesthetic thing to have like a few empty shelves. That's why I kind of did the main ones in the center. I can work on like building my collection a little bit more, obviously in a sustainable way. I'm not gonna buy 1,000 books at once, but hopefully I get like some books on my birthday and like when I go traveling and things like that. So my hope is to fill these out a little more, but I am happy with how they look for now. And I can't wait to put the books that are on my TBR cart. I'm so tempted to just put them on now so it looks more full, but then I'm like worried I'm gonna forget which books are on my TBR cart. So that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed taking down my bookshelves, putting up the new ones, etc. And I hope to see you very soon, and make sure you subscribe. Okay, bye.